A hint of, this one really gets me, a hint of sea air. Really? A hint of sea air?
Sea air.
Sea air, dude. Who smells sea air? Why? I grew up before. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Stickman podcast. This is Reggie Kimball, aka Stickman #1, coming to you from the Patio ATL.
Lovely.
The Stickman SIMP.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, man. Yeah,
Ready
glad
to
to
do it
be
again?
here. Glad to be here. Always.
We already lit up.
Mhm.
What you puffing on today?
I am puffing on a baccarat, and it's very smooth, Connecticut blend, Connecticut cut, Connecticut blend with like a little hint of sweetness on the draw.
Yeah,
very
that's
very
a good
nice.
stick. That's a good stick.
Thank you.
And
Thank
we're
you.
actually filming midday, so you know that's pretty good.
Yeah, good way to
time
start
do
out.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I have an Ashton VSG, which is kind of a medium stick, but I'm an old head, so I'm
Ashton
going a
is
little
big
harder.
time.
And Ashton is big time.
Ashton is
I'm
big
a
time.
little sedity at times.
You got to know people.
You got to know people to get an Ashton.
Okay.
Actually, shout out to the Stogie Zone for sending me an Ashton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stogie Zone. Thank you much.
All right. So we're here at the Patio ATL today, and today we're going to actually try to speak a little Japanese.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a help you out
I
with
heard
that.
you've been practicing.
I've been
Japanese.
practicing. The name is Masataka Takasuru and Shinji Tori.
What that mean right there?
Well, actually, those are gentlemen's names who were real pivotal in really exploding whiskey in Japan.
Okay.
And I'll let you handle that.
All right. So if you hadn't figured out yet, we're going to kick it with a little Japanese whiskey today. So, and we chose, because we're such Scotch fans, I think that's not a secret. Everybody knows that. We chose Akashi, which is kind of like, it's not one of Japan's top brands today,
Right.
but it's a decent brand, and they make a single malt whiskey, which we love single malt. So
single malt.
we figured we would
Delicious.
start with that. Japanese whiskey is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and Akashi specifically is distilled by the White Oak Distilleries out of Japan, out of Hyogo, Japan. Little quick history
There
lesson.
you go.
Yeah,
You got it.
Right. See?
You
Little
made
quick
it.
history lesson. It started over 500 years ago, man. They actually started making whiskey in Japan over 500 years ago. They didn't get serious until about like 1870, something like
Right.
that. They got serious with it. And then it wasn't until 1924 that they actually created their first distillery in Japan. So pretty cool stuff. And then, White Oak Distillery became kind of a thing. It actually made it was a real business. And then Japanese whiskey just started kind of taking off and exploding. But it probably hasn't been until really the whiskey explosion in the U.S. over the last 20, 30 years that we kind of discovered the Japanese whiskey right along with it.
Right.
And the one that we're going to talk about today is Akashi Single Malt Whiskey. We're going to tell you what we think of it, all right? You ready for this, man?
I am always ready.
As usual,
As
you
you
got
know.
to do the pour,
Yes.
We got to keep the tradition alive.
And I am honored. There you go, sir.
Thank you, sir. So as usual, we're going to kick this thing off by sipping this neat. But because we have actually, I'm not going to lie, we have previewed this a little bit. And we got something to say on that a little bit. It's good neat, but whoa, wait till we talk about something else in a second. So Akashi Single Malt Whiskey, it's aged about 5 to 8 years. All right. And for those who don't know, Japanese whiskey, just in general, is it's considered the closest thing to Scotch whiskey of all the whiskeys in the world. I'm talking about everything in the world. People consider the Japanese whiskey the closest thing to Scotch whiskey. And we know Scotch knows their whiskey.
And-
so that's a big deal.
And one of the names I mentioned, Shinji Tori, he actually went to Scotland.
Okay.
And talked and got
So
more
he
information.
learned from the masters
Exactly.
themselves. Okay.
He learned from the originators, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And like you said, master. I was like,
The whiskey master.
there you go.
I'll say
The whiskey masters.
Yeah, 'cause fuck
And
that master shit. All right, keep it rolling.
and brought that knowledge back, and then they just went on from that. But
Okay,
little bit more,
All
a little
right,
bit
still
more,
dropping knowledge.
just a little bit, a little bit of knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Let's slap at a Holiday Inn. last
Okay,
night.
shoot. No, I went home.
Yes, he did.
I did.
He did.
Anyway, what we here doing?
We sipping.
I know that's right.
Had the first sip yet. And we
Okay.
laughing and tripping already.
Ooh.
But so what you think about the nose? Got a nice little smell to it.
Yeah, it does. It's really nice. It's very strong to the smell.
So I'm gonna tell everybody right now. We got this bottle, the Stickmen did, because Akashi people didn't send us one. Hint, send us one next time. It's about $40.
Yeah.
So it's a good price point.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, it's so weird though. There are other Akashi Single Malts that have the same label that I found for like $100 online. So I don't know what the deal is. So for people out there, I got my bottle for like $40. Mm-hmm. Yours might cost $100. Talk to Akashi. I don't know the difference.
Yeah. I don't.
There's probably like some secret to it.
Either you get it online. I don't know. You go to the store. We just go to the store in your local area.
Exactly. So age 5 to 8 years. I said that $40 to $45 typically is the range you're gonna see it in. It is 92 proof, so 46% alcohol. So got a little bit of strength to it. Mm-hmm. All right. And the nose, from what we're
are you getting from the nose?
Get a good whiff here. So I got something in my nose. I wasn't supposed to do that.
Don't sniff it.
Yeah, don't sniff it.
You sip it.
I'm getting a little bit of no sweetness for me on this one.
Right.
But I am smelling a little woodsy.
Okay.
Little earth, little peatiness. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting any sweetness from this one at all for some reason.
Yeah, I was going trying to see if I get some floral that I'm learning, but I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, it's really kind of a smell that I hadn't really smelled before and it's strange because I thought I smelled something sweet because another little fun fact, not only is it aged 5 to 8 years like I mentioned, but it's also aged in either bourbon cask or sherry cask.
Okay.
So I thought I would smell.
You smell and get a little bit of that.
I get some of that bourbon and that sherry, but I'm not really kind of picking up on that.
Of course, a disclaimer: we're not experts. We're just the regular Joe Blows.
This is like whiskey for dummies, y'all.
Exactly.
So the pros tell us. Let me tell you what the pros said about the nose. The pros said we should actually get a little yellow apple. What yellow apple tastes smells like different from red apple? Who the hell knows? But they say we're supposed to get that.
Yellow, green, red. And
this one really throws me. They say we should get white chocolate.
White chocolate?
White chocolate.
Okay.
There used to be a dancer called White Chocolate back in the day, though. That was pretty hot. But
really?
Yeah, back in the day.
For real?
Back in the day.
Oh, okay.
We talked about that on the Stickman Originals. Y'all go check that episode out.
Had to check with the studio audience, and he agrees. So.
That's right. And then there was they said there's a little bit of a hint of, this one really gets me, a hint of sea air. Really? A hint of sea air?
Sea air.
Sea air, dude. Who smells sea air? Well, I grew up in Florida, so sea air
you probably were smelling it all the time and didn't realize that you were smelling sea air.
Shit now. I wouldn't know what sea air smell like, but that's what they say we're supposed to smell. All right, so I'm ready to sip. Cheers.
Yeah, let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers. Get around the tongue a little bit. It's really spicy right out of the gate. Mm-hmm. Hits you with a nice little spice out of the gate. I like that.
Yeah.
It's almost, I said it yesterday when we previewed this, it's like a flavor bomb. Really, literally, of all the scotches and different whiskeys I've had, when this one hits the tongue, it's like, bam, it hits you in the tongue. But not in a bad way, though.
No, not in a bad way at all.
Some hit you in the tongue in a bad way, but not this one. What you think?
No, it's really good. What I taste in the beginning is the wood. Is the woodsy, like I guess that's from the barrel.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So you definitely have peat in this.
Yeah, exactly.
You definitely get some peat picking up in this, which I like. Peat had to grow on me a little bit.
It's an acquired taste. Mm-hmm. It's an acquired taste.
All right, but very good sipping whiskey. Mm-hmm. So overall, if you're a single malt fan, I definitely recommend the Akashi. Mm-hmm. It's really good. So I got a little sip. So let me tell you what the pros tell us what we should be tasting.
Okay,
right,
let's hear what they say.
We should be getting a little salted caramel. Again, I'm not getting anything really sweet. Again, with the yellow apple, a little brown sugar.
Okay.
And Angelica fruits. I have no clue what Angelica fruits. My man off to the side, you know what Angelica fruit is?
Name about the Angelica fruit?
We got Chris off the side. Somebody named. He said somebody named Angelica. I said good.
What's up, Angelica?
Good. Angelica, whatever. What's your fruit taste?
Oh Lord.
A little mild peat.
Okay.
A little mild, because the peat's not heavy. This is not like Lafroig or, Lagavulin, any of those real strong peaty ones.
What'd you say, Lagerfeld? What?
Lagavulin.
Oh, Lagavulin.
Yeah, we're going to do that on the podcast.
Oh, my goodness.
Lagavulin is one of my favorites, man. But we come back to that.
We come back to that.
But, so that's what it says. And it says the finish should be a little sweet. But I do get a little sweetness on the back end. So not when I'm smelling it, not when I'm tasting it, but on the back end.
Now I'm gonna say this because I'm big on the smooth back end, very smooth back end. Yes, and it's interesting when you say it. Now I can taste a little bit of it, but I'm big on the smooth back end. It has so basically going down for the novice. Okay. That's what we mean by the back end, just going down. So really good. Good
stuff, man. So one thing I'm going to tell you guys, if you really want to change your life with this Akashi, remember we talked about on one of our very first podcasts that a little drop of water can sometimes have an impact on your whiskey.
Preferably spring water.
So I got my trusty whiskey dropper here. Hey, every good Scotch man, single malt man should have one of these. So put a couple drops of water in there, and oh my God, Akashi responds. The single malt here responds to water like I've never had any.
It jumps out. Now, mind you, that's room temperature. Some people might put a ice cube or something. It takes a minute, but you want to go with room temperature.
Room temperature water, couple drops. A dramatic change
now,
with the Akashi Single Malt.
I taste the caramel now.
Yeah, it brings it out.
I taste the caramel now.
It brings it out now. So now, don't have anything on that. It really changes everything.
Yeah, it really does.
So now all of a sudden I get more sweetness. Everything is much more pronounced when you open it up with a couple of drops of water. So when I get into this, man, I mean, this is real deal. So
yeah, this is nice.
This is real deal. You got to have it some water. So I recommend with the Akashi Single Malt, if you're going to go ahead and try it out, which I recommend you do if you like some single malts, just go straight to the drops of water with it. You won't go wrong. I mean, try it neat just because you want to. Take one sip just to say that you did it, but then go right to the water.
Definitely good to have in your repertoire at home, sitting on your shelf. Anybody that comes by, they'll pat you on the back when you pour some of that.
Yeah. This is good. I can't wait to try more Japanese whiskey. This is good. But because I got to go with the water to open it up, and because I couldn't really get a nose, I'm going to give this a good one. But I'm going to go, and don't take this wrong way, the Akashi folks. I'm going to give you a half a cigar on this. What would you say? It's good.
Well,
half a cigar is not bad. Anything less than half is bad in my opinion.
Well, yeah, and some people might give it more, but I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna give it Stickman SIMP here is gonna give it half a cigar as well. It tastes better to me with the drops of fresh water, just a few drops of fresh water. But like we say, everybody's taste buds are different. You might enjoy it neat more than we do, but there you go.
There you go. Akashi Single Malt, man, it's some good shit. But
it really is. It really is.
Anyway, we're going to sit around and we're going to get our Puff Sip channel.
Notice it's already a half a bottle. Yeah. So,
well, that was from the sampling yesterday.
Yeah, we sampled it yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
and we got some people here that we hooked up here.
Exactly.
In the background that you don't see.
And they're quite happy.
They're very happy. You can't go wrong. So, Akashi Single
Malt. Hashtag Chris.
That's right. So, hey, brother, as always, good time. Check us out on Stickman #1. I got Stickman and SIMP here with me. We are the Stickmen, the Stickman podcast. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that little notification bell. Check us out. We're here at the Patio ATL. If you come to Atlanta and you're in Atlanta for any reason and you're a cigar smoker, you got to come to the Patio. Shout out to Keith, George, Gary, the owners of the Patio. They always give us a lot of love here.
Much respect. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Very much. We are out. Until next time, Puff, Sip, Chat, Repeat. Hit it.